So here's what I'm doing. To make a long story short, it's December the 10th, 2019. I'm getting ready to head back. I'm at Whole Foods, and the second video is 37 minutes. But the subject was about males outside and around the room talking angrily this morning. It's December the 10th, 2019. And then I was walking around with no shirt on. And I was getting ready to earn money at Burger King, and I had did prayers to you for you us as Moorish American as a family, and I heard a male with a Negro black accent. Those that also speak Spanish, I don't know which one. It was sort of mixture, and the pale skin that has a dog across the hall barking started to make noise like mama, like unnatural, like a robot. Like I hear when our cell phone starts to beep. And then all of a sudden there was a surge of electricity where obviously of some sort, and it was a blackout in American Extended Stay when I didn't have no shirt on because I was preparing to go earn money at Burger King. And once again, these males outside around the room, they speak of how they love someone. They say, I love you, we paid brother, he loves peace. That's peace. Rape, rape her or something like that. Or we got it. Excuse me, we got it. Lay down. These are the words that we hear outside around the room at American Extended Stay. And I told you about the word military, Navy strong, Army strong, that sort of thing. Anyway, to get to a long story short, and also encouraging the number 3 in some form that watered down knowledge of Freemasonry. And it's obviously what that is used for is slave breeding. They're just trying to slave breed these unclean spirits, freak of nature, with natural divine beings. Slave breed. And then say this is American. Once again, the Wayne Buffalo Bay, pale skin, white American, African American, Hispanic is not a nationality, and you have to be considered have a nationality to be considered to be a part of the constitutional code, the U.S.A. constitutional code. Wouldn't that be quote unquote American? But yet, most of these that say or encourage the word Freemasonry and start threatening to rape or say United States Navy or Army, I can't really say that with the United States Navy or Army. I don't know if they're taking an oath or affirm to uphold the Constitution or not. But definitely too many of them obviously look like they're under those terms I just spoke of that are not nationalities. But yet they are quick to say something about, or I've heard them too many times speak of something being American. As they're raping spiritually, mentally, because they have the science of telepathy. And that it might agree Arrington-Bey and Arrington-Bey reject. So make a long story short, okay, Dwayne Arrington-Bey, I'm just, I would rather literally leave and never speak to you again before I denounce myself as your wife. It's not because, it's easy to say you owe me, but it's not that. It's not that, because on all planes of life, there's a witness, the Allah. You already know. The Moorish sisters and brothers and sisters, they already know. They already know. The National Grand Sheik already know. All planes of life, those spirit gods, the trees, the spirit of the wind, the spirit of fire, water, the angels, the cherubim, they already know. They are witness, Allah. So it's not about me saying you owe me. It's because it's about, I know time never was when man was not. And this is not the only lifetime I have. I travel, I travel many universes to see these things that I see now. And many Moors have, many Moorish Americans have, I see, specific. And that divine spirit of righteousness is important. Not betraying love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. yes, sometimes I have to be careful because I can fall into that same cycle of thinking about you, like after my menstrual cycle, and thinking how it'd be nice to love you and hold you. And yes, it could be hurtful thinking about all this time I had healing, because what happens, experiencing what I experienced with a bastard, someone just said liar. Once again, it's probably a slave, I'm not sure, because they like to promote their slave breeding society and act like that and pretend they have a culture. They don't have a culture, they're just slaves. I don't know who it is. Okay, we don't know them. We don't know anyone here in Annapolis personally. We don't know who it is. So, and because they're not in our Moorish American nation, it doesn't matter what they say. They're not a part of our same thought process. They're not even considered to be a part of human family unless they claim a nationality or taking an oath or uphold the Constitution. So it doesn't really care what they say, as long as they stay away from me and protect and give me my space respectfully as a Moorish American Hebrew Muslim. I should be able to do that in a civilized manner. They are not a part of our Moorish American nation. So there's no need for them to be in our video or speak while I'm talking to you. They are in another jurisdiction, Islam. So, as I was, so anyway, to make a long story short, Dwayne, but I feel bad. I just, I cannot, healing from Arrington-Bey, experiencing what I experienced with my child, Arrington-Bey, it takes time. It took time, and I'm just now feeling like exercising again, more, and doing my hair and doing things of healing. And it could be hurtful to think of all the things, all the love making and fun you've done, and you relaxing, you probably taking vacations, you living well, but it's not. It's not hurtful to me. I mean, that's something that you have to deal with in your thought process. What is hurtful is when I'm loving my Moorish American sisters and brothers and seeing the actions that they were willing to do to have what they want accomplished, without regards of knowing, without regards of saying, well, time never was when man was not. Chapter 25. And seeing me as their Moorish sister. Imani Arrington-Bey is their Moorish brother. But saying, it doesn't matter. We want what we want. That is what's hurtful. Or seeing those that are considered that are outside of the constitutional fold more akin to them than they see a Moorish woman such as myself that is striving hard. I'm not perfect, but I'm striving hard to demonstrate love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice as a natural divine being, implementing natural law, learning who I am. That's hurtful. It's hurtful thinking of hearing unclean spirits speak about or imply and call out names and say that they sold out. That's it's only hurtful when I think about the actions or the experiences I've had. But I redirect that energy using alchemy, and I pray for healing and forgiveness within our Moorish American family. Because once again, those Moors, or that set of Moors that are involved in unclean acts, thoughts, words, and deeds, they are accountable, and they have to answer, just like I have to answer to my thoughts, words, and deeds. So that's all I have to say. I would rather just not talk to you ever again, but yet uphold my vows to you this lifetime, and know that I won't see you again, ever again, before I denounce myself as your wife. And I'm not saying feel guilty for the pleasure you experience, but you have to recognize. And so once you recognize, that's something you have to be accountable for. You have to recognize the thread, the line, the timeline. And then after you recognize it and admit and see truth, that's something you have to think about and be accountable for. I uphold my vows to you as your wife, as a Moorish American, as a natural divine being. Islam. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey, Dwayne Bedford, Islam. And yes, I know I'm not looking cute, but I'm about to by the summer.